it's still playing. That's weird. Why is it still playing? Do you guys hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's still playing. That's weird. Why is it still playing? And the Do you guys hear it? Okay. All right. So YouTube is acting up today. Does anyone have have this live open anywhere else, y'all? By any chance?
I don't. Ooh. Sounds like a demon, honey.
Okay, now it's better. Now it went away. What was that? Amir, take off your headphones.
Is it that? I've used these before. I don't think it's that.
Now it went away. What was that? Amir, take off your headphones.
I did.
What?
I still hear it playing somewhere else. That's weird. Yeah.
Don't move. Don't say anything. Don't move, y'all. Don't say nothing. Okay. Don't say anything. Don't move, y'all. Don't say nothing. This is something else. What should I do, DJ Richie? Because you're the expert at this stuff.
First, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Is there an echo when I'm speaking?
What should I do, DJ Richie? Because you're the expert. No.
Okay. Are you wearing your headphones?
I'm not. And you are echoing. Yep, you're echoing too. No.
I don't know.
You want to go in and come back? Like go out and come back
Yeah.
again?
Let me remove my.
Hey, y'all.
Hi. I think.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Guys, can you hear me? Sorry about that. We don't know what's going on. Let me see if I can re-add the guys to the stream. It's still happening. Can you hear me? Sorry about that. We don't know what's going on. Let me see if I can re-add the guys to the stream. It's still happening.
Monica, how many of yourself are open?
I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let me see if I can re-add the guys to the stream. It's still. Duh, that was me. It was me. Duh. You see what happens when you multitask? Guys, thanks for hanging with us. This is a live show, so.
But you know, Monica, it was funny. The comments had me going, honey. People said Candace has us bugged. The IRS is coming for Robin.
Oh my God. Well, you know, I mean, it's been so much drama lately. So it was like, who knows? You know, somebody put a root on us or they working. Who knows? Could have been a hex, Wendy and her sister. Who knows, child? I don't know. I put out an article last week that Wendy's Nigerian family is cursed and that the villagers are shunning her. So I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe she said she called her people up and said, go to work. So I don't know. I'm just playing. I'm totally playing.
I was like, is this real, girl?
No, I am totally playing. All right. That was my fault, guys. I had a window open in another browser. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. I'm your girl, Monica, along with my fabulous co-host. The beautiful Monique will be here shortly. She's running a little late. The man with the master plan that gets the party started, DJ Richie Sky.
In the building.
Uh-huh. And the hilarious Amir, yes.
With the good hair.
Ooh.
Thank you. I brought it today. I had to.
I know you came for me when I talked about.
There was my voice coming out of nowhere.
And the glasses, I like those glasses. Both of y'all.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Thanks.
And John Yates is off today. John doesn't work on Mondays. Like Monique said, it's permanent Labor Day. He celebrates every day. But he'll be back later in the week for the RHOP recap. Okay. So today we are recapping the Real Housewives of Potomac. Robyn Dixon is broke and owes the IRS $90,000. Candace threatens legal action against Monique. And she throws Karen Huger under the bus. Let's go ahead and get into it.
A website called All About the Tea.
She told All About the Tea that during the fight,
Hey, Monique.
Hi, guys.
Looking beautiful and vibrant.
Monique, only you saw what I looked like 2 seconds ago. Hey!
Girl, you're
Don't matter, girl. That's what you look like now. Don't matter.
Exactly. Girl, it was a mess before you hopped on, okay?
What happened?
We were having all kinds of technical difficulties, not knowing it was my fault. I had video open in another browser trying to multitask. All right, so you're just in time, girl. Let's just go ahead and hop into it. So the episode starts with Karen Huger calling Ashley to invite her to come along and participate in her homecoming parade. Oh, I'm just so proud of Karen. This is her season, right?
This is.
Mm-hmm. Ashley, obliges and she's on board. She's not bringing baby Dean with her.
She finally got her husband to babysit his child.
He was doing that because he felt guilty.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
They should put the tracker in his booty hole. So.
Amir.
I love that Ashley could have a sense of humor about this.
Me too.
I love that.
She's truly handling it so well. And I mean, if she's sweating any of it, we're not seeing it, right?
Nope.
Yeah, I have a whole new level of respect for Ashley this season.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
You don't sweat business, honey. It's a business deal. You don't sweat business. You don't let them know.
True. You don't let them see you sweat. I mean, they call me the queen of unbothered, but Ashley truly is the queen of unbothered. Like,
Monica, she's nothing next to you, girl. Don't even.
Yeah, that's on you, Monica. Sorry, she ain't that evolved yet.
Damn. Okay. All right. So we cut to the next day. Ashley's dressed in a onesie and hot pink stilettos. She arrives with Karen. Oh, and she talks about, it's going to be hard for her. She's going to miss baby Dean. Giselle arrives and she's also coming, which I'm surprised because she can't be happy for Karen. It's never genuine, right?
Never.
It's never genuine. Across town, Candace Dillard is still reeling from the aftermath of the winery brawl where she got dragged. She's preparing for Robyn. Robyn's coming over. Robyn arrives with her, leopard print hat on, an equally dreadful sweater to match. And they start talking, again, rehashing the winery and the fight, and Karen sit down. And, Robyn throws Monique under the bus, and she's saying that the biggest takeaway from the sit down was that Monique was not remorseful. This sends or prompts Candace to pull out her triangle-shaped tissues.
Go ahead, Richie.
Yes.
That's it, Richie.
There you go. The corner of the eye.
Oh my God.
She needs an endorsement deal, seriously, from Kleenex or something. I mean, you know, she's trying to squeeze out the crocodile tears. And, you know, Robyn puts on an award-winning performance, you know. So Robyn says that she's really disappointed with Karen because Karen is totally taking Monique's side and she's not holding Monique accountable for her behavior, which is not even true.
Not true.
It's not true. A traumatized Candace, you know, she's disappointed, whatever. She's, you know, sad. And she also lets Robyn know that Karen said that she would press charges if she was, you know, in her shoes.
Oh, and she was in her shoes. Yeah. That shocked me.
Yeah, me too. That was not a happy moment for my love affair with Karen.
At first, I was like giving Karen the side eye, like, what?
Me too.
Yeah. But then I thought about it and I'm like, well, she did said if I were you, if I was in your shoes and I felt that traumatized, you know. But anyway, a traumatized Candace quickly gets shady and she brings up Robyn's taxes in the IRS.
Sure did. She ain't that traumatized.
Robyn seems unbothered too. She's like, yeah, you know, I'm not good with money.
Honey,
Who does that?
that's not being bad with money. That's being irresponsible. Most people might owe the government under 10 grand, not 90.
And not to mention, she was like, I forgot to report income. And who over the age of 27 or 28 does their own taxes? I mean, that to me was a shocker. I mean,
H&R Block, honey. H&R Block.
TurboTax, something.
I know.
A lawyer, like, you know, she has a lawyer.
Of course. And I mean, and when you're working off of a W-9, you make sure that you report that income because they're not taking out the taxes. So how could you forget? And it was like 2 years worth of taxes.
You didn't forget, honey. You forgot like Trump forgot to pay his taxes.
Well, I mean, at least he paid $750.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that fool. I'm sorry, guys.
That's funny. That was a good defense. I like that, Monique. That was a good defense of Trump. I've never heard like a good defense of Trump. That was good. He paid at least $750.
And I'm not a Trump supporter for the record.
No, not at all. Not at all. But it was just funny. That was funny to me.
And then she starts talking about, we're looking at buying houses. And I'm looking at her like, girl, what? So when in the confessional, when she says, due to the tax problem, we probably can't get a house. Juan must be so sick of this shit. It's always up and down.
It's always mucking up.
That's why she put the wig on, honey. That's why Tatiana came.
What are your thoughts, Richie? Let's dive into it.
Robyn got 90,000 problems, but Karen shouldn't be one of them, okay? I feel like this was a situation where she came hard at Karen when Karen had her tax issues. And they weren't even Karen's tax issues. They were Karen's husband's tax issues. So she shaded her, dragged her for filth. Now, this is coming from the same woman who has also had a bankruptcy. So after you have a bankruptcy, you would think at that point moving forward, and let me say this. I don't fault anybody for having a tax issue. It can happen to anyone. Let me say that. But after you've come from having a bankruptcy, at that point, you should know I need to hire someone to help me with this, with my money, because I'm not good at it. And a lot of people aren't. This is why accounts exist.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And I was glad that Candace called it out. She did it it was shady, but it was directly to her. It wasn't in front of the group, which I felt like Robyn or Giselle would have done. Mm-hmm. So she did show her a little bit of grace in that situation, but she also shaded her, and she recalled that whole situation that Robyn did to Karen in her confessional, and I liked that.
Yeah, she did. Monique, your thoughts?
Well, what ladies need to understand is that every time you come for Karen, karma will come for you. Now, granted, I'm an Ashley fan right now, but don't forget about dropping the soap and all that stuff. When Ashley had all that stuff to say about her marriage, and then the next season, we saw what happened with Michael. Then what did God say? I mean, they made T-shirts to talk about Karen and all that stuff. And to Richie's point, you know, people have issues with IRS. It happens all the time. It doesn't make you a bad person, but don't talk smack about other people. But I have to rewind back a little bit, Monica. Now, you know, I love me some Karen. That is my girl. I love her. I'm Team Karen. But I am still very, very disappointed that she suggested that Candace would, you know, make charges. You too, Richie? I was really disappointed in her.
Very disappointed.
Speak on it, Richie. Speak on it. Tell us how you feel.
Let's look at it like this, Monica. Let's say Amir and Monique get into it. Monique mollywops Amir. I would not tell Amir, well, you know, I would press charges on her and then say I'm supporting both people. I feel like what I would say in that situation is, even if Amir asked me, well, what would you do in that situation? I would simply tell him, I would say, listen, I think she might have been wrong for hitting you. I also think you were wrong for instigating it. But two wrongs don't make a right. Here's what I think you guys need to do moving forward. I think you need to talk to each other at some point when you guys have both cooled down. I can facilitate that for you.
Yes.
That's what I felt like she should have done.
Well said. Absolutely.
That's why you're Daddy Richie.
Yes, baby. Sky Squad in the building, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'm breaking it down. Okay. Amir, your thoughts, honey.
I mean, I had a lot of varying thoughts because I felt like there were moments where I was very much Team Candace, which always hurts because I felt like she handled the tax thing so well. And then with her mom, I kind of felt like I was a little bit, again, kind of feeling what she was going through. But at the end of the day, I have to go kind of back to Karen, what Monique said as well. I just felt like you can't be flip-flopping. You facilitated this, you cried with Monique, and then you turned around and said, oh, I would start a lawsuit if it was me. Like, come on, girl. I want you to play the way that Karen's been playing is so fair and we all love her. So let's just stick to that. That kind of bummed me out. And then when it comes to Robyn, she owned it so well. She's kind of like Lisa Renner. Like, you try to call her out and she's like, I'm owning it. Yep. And it took the wind out of the sails, which I appreciated.
My take on it is this. Well, let me address two things. Robyn and her taxes. How could you be so financially irresponsible? You and Juan was a millionaire. He played in the NBA and he said, I'm going to go and work and I'm going to trust you, baby, with the money. I'm going to let you manage it. I'm going to let you run the bank accounts. And she hooked up with a friend of theirs that stole all the money and squandered it, right? And he, unfortunately, rest in peace. He took his life.
Yeah. That was bad.
I also heard she was sleeping with that man, but that's a whole nother story. Okay, we ain't gonna go into that. Word on the street. Okay, but we ain't gonna go into that. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother live. But so after that, right? Because you go from being a millionaire to middle class, then below middle class. Y'all sleeping on, you had to move back in with her parents. Then you get yourself back on your feet. You get this wonderful housewives gig. Juan gets another chance to coach again. Y'all move into an average, townhouse in Baltimore. You get yourself back on your feet, and you go and do this shit again, and you're not paying taxes, and you owe. And then she's so nonchalant about it, like, yeah, we owe taxes, girl. What? It's like, you need to be really serious about it. It's embarrassing. I feel bad.
And she's getting
I've never
paid.
seen somebody so happy that they owed taxes.
Right. I remember years ago, I had an audit. I almost peed on myself. I was like, and it was back in the day when I had to get to the shoebox, and I was walking up like, Lord Jesus. And here she is like,
yeah. Coming from where they came from, I am shocked that she was so nonchalant about, once again, being financially irresponsible with their money. And when you're at a certain age, when a couple are at a certain age, you're not in their 20s where this is like hee hee ha ha. No, this is some serious shit. You know, this is $90,000 is a lot.
It's a lot of money.
And money is a major factor in a marriage. And if you're constantly, you know, misappropriating their funds and being careless, it's a turnoff to a man. He's not looking at you like you sexy in the bedroom. I don't care what kind of wig you put on.
Oh, girl.
That wig was horrible, by the way.
Really? It worked on me, honey. I love Tatiana.
Okay, and on to Miss Karen. I gotta address this. I was giving her the side eye, and I'm gonna have to agree with the panel. Y'all right. What kind of shady shit was that? It was shady.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we didn't hear her say it though, Monica. We never heard her say it, right? So I don't know. I don't trust Candace.
Mm-hmm. She didn't deny it though, you know.
Yeah.
She didn't deny it when it was brought up to her. I think Karen's from like that old school too, where it's like you just get tired of the fighting, and it's like, you know what? Why don't both y'all just go get locked up and leave me alone? I'm tired of hearing about it. I'm tired of hearing about it.
Oh my God.
Island Vision, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, Sky Squad with a heart. Love you all. We love you too. I am an Aries like Robin, and I'm not good with money. Is that an Aries thing?
I mean, I'm Gemini and I'm not good with it.
I know, and I'm a Leo. You know I'm not. That's why you hire people.
Right.
You hire people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You need to be self-aware. Absolutely.
It's worth the money.
In the spotlight. The IRS literally targets these housewives. Look at Teresa Giudice. Yep. She thought she could really be on the Housewives, then go file a fraudulent bankruptcy. It's like, girl, are you for real right now?
After she like spent $150,000 in cash at a furniture store.
Remember that?
But you know what though? As soon as the checks are dispersed, you know what I'm saying? Those checks from Bravo have to be reported, right? So Bravo's reported on their end. So obviously, at some point, if you're getting a check for a substantial amount, you have to count that in your return, like, because it's such a huge amount that you're getting all at once. It's not like they're just paying you in installments. You know what I'm saying? They're paying you large amounts and so for that reason, I feel like it's a flag right there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true. That's a good point, because you're filling out a W-9. You're filling out paperwork. Mm-hmm. And the people that are paying you, they're not going to play with the IRS. They're not trying to protect you. They got to do what they got to do. Mm-hmm. They have accountants. So, all right, let's move on to Karen's wonderful family. Isn't her family beautiful? Oh my God. Auntie Carlene, she is just a sweetheart. And oh my God, they all look alike.
They do. Oh my goodness. And that was the first time when I was like, Raven looks like a chocolate version of Karen. Like she looks just like her mom. She's beautiful like that family. Beautiful.
I love Carlene. Yeah. She really did her. She got her face beat, honey. She looks fabulous. Eyeshadow.
And she had on her fancy wig. She's like, "Can we get my fancy wig on for this event? I'm gonna be on TV." Yes. Oh, so sweet. I love family. And Karen's family just seems so wholesome and country, and I just loved it. It was wonderful.
That's a big farm. That farm was huge.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. You saw those John Deere machines? They were like scary.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's funny when Karen started talking about she thought she was gonna marry Michael Jackson. Oh, that was so cute. That was so nice.
Wait, but can we talk about how Giselle threw shade about Ray not going with them? I'm like, Giselle, why are you setting yourself up for failure? Why are you worried about Ray? Worry about, what do you call him again, Monica?
Pastor Holy Whore. She needs to worry about Pastor Holy Whore. But why did she keep bringing up Ray all the time? Even at Karen's housewarming party, Karen walked out and Giselle says, "Where's Ray? He's supposed to be walking beside her. He was right behind her." You know, it's like, girl, stop being so fixated on Karen and her man and worry about your man and all the baby mamas. You know what? I'm going to stop calling Giselle. I'm going to call her baby mama number 2. Baby mama number 2 Worry about that. Okay? Worry about that. Look at Richie's face. Ooh. I mean, she asked for it. You know, Giselle, ugh, she's
a lot. But I did agree with her with the parade. I felt like the parade was...
But it's a small town. Like, that's one of those little small towns. And, like, Karen is a small town hero. And they do have a parade.
Yeah, that's what they do. Those small towns. They really do. They're so
proud. Bentley, Amir, they got her a Bentley.
Yeah.
I know. Where'd they get that Bentley from? I was like, okay, girl. She bought her own Bentley? Is that her?
Okay, so Karen, Ashley, and Giselle step outside for a minute, and Monique calls, right? And Monique is just giving them an update on, you know, how she feels and everything that's going on. And then when she hangs up, Giselle launches into, if I was Candace, I would be pressing charges and yada, yada, yada. And, you know, her behavior is just so unacceptable and blah, blah, blah. This is her moment. This is what she's been waiting for, to just nail Monique to the cross.
Monique has children. I don't understand this lawsuit. Like, she has children. Do you really want her to go to prison? Like, I just confused.
They don't care. They hate her that much, I think. I
don't understand where this... Well, no, I understand jealousy breeds hate. But this level of hate is next level. Giselle has been looking to ostracize Monique since she came here and said she had 4 homes. Okay? Mm-hmm. Like, it's really sad to see, you know, you worried about black women, what black women look like. You just look like a hating woman. Black, white, Asian, whatever.
Separating a mother from her child that she's probably still breastfeeding. I'm like,
I know. It's sad.
It's a little much. And I think if I was Monique, this is the time where you walk away from the show. You gracefully exit, and you have a great family, a great husband. You don't need to be involved with this shit. Like,
not. You think she's gonna leave the show? I don't want her to.
I think she needs one more season to change the reputation and change the image. And once she has that final season, just give them her ass to kiss and go, because these women clearly do not like her. They don't have her best interests at heart, and it can cost her a lot.
Yeah.
You know, this was a wake-up call. You know, Giselle starts yelling, it's all dumb and lies. It's all dumb and lies. Just stupid. Then she goes on to say that Candace, you know, should press charges. And Karen also admits that she says it. She said, I told Candace that if I was in her shoes, I would press charges. And Ashley, you know, here we go. Ashley's been the hero.
She has.
She steps in and she says, you know, she asks Karen, did you tell Monique that you told Candace that? She goes, I don't know, but I will. I will do it. Richie.
When? She was just on the phone.
Okay.
What are you gonna do? Send a smoke signal?
Herself from that one. That was bad, Karen.
That was not good. Do you? I have a question for y'all. Do you think Bravo would ever give Monique a spinoff? Because I would watch that, like with the mother-in-law and the businesses. I would watch that.
I would.
I don't know if they would give it, but I would watch it. I would definitely be tuning in. She needs her own show. She really does.
Or maybe she can bring on a friend of hers onto the show next season. She needs an ally.
I wouldn't even do that.
You wouldn't, Ricky? No?
No. You saw what happened the first time she gave a friend a little shine. Look what happened. That's why we in the best that we in now.
Oh, yeah.
No. Monique, don't bring no friends on this show. Don't do it.
I know.
Or Candy Burris. She could bring Candy Burris, because you know Bravo loves giving Candy Burris spinoff. So call Candy Burris, get that together. Done.
Candy and her 1 season spinoffs. Bring her on.
Sorry, Candy, we love you.
The same.
On fire today.
Oh my God. Minnie Viz, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, happy Monday. Love you guys. Sky Squad, baby.
Love ya.
Richie, you and that Sky Squad. I'm telling you.
I love them.
I love
them.
them.
They're amazing. They're amazing.
They are.
They're amazing. But I mean, how could they not be amazing? Look at Richie Sky. Look at that smile.
Yeah, Richie, yeah.
Him and I spoke last night, and let me tell you, he just, when you get off the phone after speaking to Richie, you just feel better. You're
I love that.
Thank you.
Internally, he's just amazing. So, yeah, Karen got some explaining to do. So I just think Karen's just older. You know, she's up in age, and she's like, I'm just tired of this. Guys, just either y'all just end this or both go to jail.
Not both of them.
And give me my bottle of wine or my what is she like? The fireball? Oh my god.
She had 9 shots of that. She's ready for prison, Hanny.
T-Ness, thank you so much for the super chat, honey. So meanwhile, in Wendy land in 4 Degrees, she meets with her sister Ivy. Okay.
Oh, I like Ivy.
Yeah, this is the first time we see Ivy, and Ivy's what a doctor. She's a real doctor. Ivy's a real
real doctor.
real medical doctor. Okay, and she seems cool. She seems down to earth, and they're talking about Wendy's future. Wendy's saying she doesn't want to teach anymore. She just wants to be a full-time CNN fill-in. You know, I guess not a fill-in. She wants to be full-time. She wants to go from temp to full-time now as a commentator. And her sister's like, well, how is mom going to take that? Because, you know, in their culture, education is important. And Wendy pointed out in her talking head, she says, we have 2 medical doctors in this family. That is major for, you know, her mom, who's a chief in the village, right? Her mother's a chief. What are your thoughts on that?
I like her.
I honestly liked her personality. I think that I wish, and maybe because I'm not Nigerian, and I know that a lot of the viewing audience may not be as well. So I would have appreciated seeing more of Wendy and her sister's dynamic with their mother in order to really, I feel like, feel something in this conversation, because I'm watching it. I feel nothing because I don't have any connection with her mom other than the one scene that we saw her, and that was episodes ago. I needed to see more context with Wendy interacting with her mother and her mother making her feel something for me to really buy into this scene. Not that I think it was fake. I don't. I think it was real. I just don't think that they've given me enough to be interested right now.
Monique, your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I know we make fun of Wendy and her 4 degrees, but her mom has clearly done something right, because these women and her children are exceptional. So I will give them that. And I just wish Wendy's storyline was more about her family instead of these degrees and not working or working. I wanted to see her interacting with the family. To Richie's point, seeing her sister and her interacting with the mom, getting more information on what's going on with her in-laws and seeing if they can heal that. That will make it so much more of a more interesting storyline. Wendy's fallen flat. I'm really trying to root for her, but either she pisses me off or she's just falling flat. I'm trying to root for her, though.
Amir?
And she was doggone annoying on Watch What Happens Live. I was in the virtual audience, and I had to bite my tongue, honey, because I wanted to roll my eyes at her. She was so annoying.
Oh, yay, Amir. Did y'all catch Amir in the virtual audience?
I need to watch.
No, they told me that you were on earlier, and I was like, I need to go back and watch.
I was so shady. I just kept rolling my eyes at her. But anyways, the producer was like, stop rolling your eyes.
What? Are you serious? Oh
yeah, because Wendy was just so irritating. Like, she was just coming for Karen. She was like best friends with Robin. I don't know. I just feel like she's so wishy-washy. And to Richie's point, had we seen the mother more, I think New Jersey does a great job. We see Melissa Gorga's mom. We can kind of imitate her. We see Teresa's parents. We see the parents. Like, if you want us to kind of go along for this journey, like, I'm an immigrant, my parents are immigrants, so I got it. Like, I kind of understood it, but we need to be spoon-fed this stuff. So you need to bring the mom along for a lunch, or the mom never directly spoke to Wendy. It was just to the kids. So it's not enough. I agree.
Well, they were having a serious conversation, and I actually really enjoyed Wendy for the first time because diving deep into her culture and how they feel about education. And the sister wasn't, sometimes when people appear on camera for the first time, they don't necessarily come across very genuine. The sister just, to me, was like having a conversation as if the cameras weren't even there. So I appreciate it.
Housewife than Wendy.
Yeah, seriously.
I agree.
Seriously. And she's a doctor, and she was getting down on them chicken wings. And Shady Bravo kept putting the camera on her hands and the chicken wings.
I knew you were going to do that.
I loved it, though, because it was just it was a genuine moment. We would never
eat. None of these Beverly Hills bitches eat. They're always like, we'll take a couple appetizers. Nobody touches anything.
She wanted her food. She was going to finish that plate. And I don't think we would ever catch Wendy doing that. That's why that made me kind of happy and giggle internally. I like it. Hey, let's check on our folks because we got a lot of people on this chat. Let's play the roll call.
Yes! That's my
we live, right?
My jam.
Let's go.
It's the roll call, it's the roll call. Tune in and let us know what's up with y'all. We wanna hear what you got to say. Who's on live with Richie, Monique, down in Monica today? It's the roll call, roll call. Tune in and let us know what's up with y'all. We wanna hear what you got to say. Who's on live with Richie, Monique, down in Monica today? Who on live with us right now? Tap in, drop an emoji if you know you bout that action. Gotta go get it, ain't no time for relaxing. My family gotta eat, so I'm bringing all them racks in. She wanna get managed. Say no more, your ex is granted. No handlebars, watch me handle it. No pillow talking, don't be scandalous.
Hey, all right, y'all. That just gets me in the mood. Okay, so we have E.H. Bunny, hey girl, Is Velati, Dee Dee, Pinky Love, Tress Love, hey Jamal, Dr. Kai, hi Dr. Kai, Amy J, M. Macondi, okay, Corey, Darlene, Glenn, Courtney, Delvin Prince, hey Delvin. Sweet Cookie in the building, Tish, Moderator 148, Natasha, Dominic Lee, Linda, Singe, hey Singe, so sweet, Q the God, hey Q, Carmeletta, hi Carmeletta, Tress Ness, Carmina, Fox the Counselor, Betty Boyder, Courtney, Michelle, Natasha, Ocean. I can go on and on and on and on. Hermine, thank y'all.
Bernice too. I saw Bernice too.
Okay, Bernice and Mabel. Mabel's in here. Shannon in the band. Hey. Josie. Hey, Josie. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Josie, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, this is from my queen of unbothered. Slay, queen, slay. I know that's right. We always got to keep our crown on.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
This is really off topic, y'all, but did y'all see Wendy Williams call COVID Carnova?
Yes.
Yes.
Just a laugh. Yes. That was fun.
Yes. I hope, honestly, that someone that's on her team finally puts an end to this because she can't go on like this.
Right.
Clearly, this is like early onset, some sort of dementia or something going on with her brain. I mean, we all see it. We've been seeing it for a while. From the time she fainted and up until now, it's just getting worse.
Monica went in. I was trying to be fun and laugh.
I know, but I'm really concerned about her. Did you see her out this weekend?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pull that photo up. Anybody that would go out in this outfit, there's something mentally going on. It was on my Instagram. I will pull it up. It's just, it makes no sense. All right. So in the meanwhile, let's move on with this recap. Okay.
Back to the recap.
Back to the recap. So Giselle throws Monique under the bus and blah, blah, blah. Wendy and her sister. So now back to Robin and her role-playing date with Juan, okay?
Oh.
I'm calling this blind date and taxes because Robin, I don't know if you guys keep this, Robin had the tag on her jacket.
Sorry.
Okay.
How much was it? Can we zoom in?
I tried to, girl. I tried to. But you know, that's how you date, I guess, when you owe a lot of money, when you owe taxes, right?
It's called being frugal, Monica.
Yeah, wear it and take it back.
Listen, you gotta tuck that tag, honey. You gotta tuck that tag. I used to wear a lot of stuff out of the showroom, and I used to tuck the tag.
Look, I ain't gonna lie. Back in the day, you know, my corners were a little tight in my corners. I would wrap it up in the tag and saran wrap so it didn't get sweaty. I would take that yammer back and I would bring it back. I sure did. I call it rinse the runway before rinse the runway. You gotta learn how to do it right, Robin.
Yes.
Amen, Monique. Saran wrap that girl.
Exactly. I mean, I'm with you, Monique. Back in the day. I remember years ago, I tried to bring back this dress to Macy's and they were not having it. No, ma'am, we cannot take this back. I said, damn it, I should have had this dry clean. Because I needed that money, child. Back in the day, you know, I was like 19 and I had a job interview to go to.
No, that was in our 19, early 20s. But in your 40s, girl, come on, girl.
40s would be Bravo check. You have a Bravo check as well. It's like,
how embarrassing is that? You're on TV. You gonna pull this stuff, Robin? Girl, get your act together.
Or at least when Sonia Morgan does it, she owns it. Sonia's like, yeah, let's keep it on. So when I take it back.
Oh my God, you gotta love Sonia, you know. Okay, so Robin and Juan are having this date and they're role playing or whatever. She's Tatiana, he's DJ. And Juan's usually handsome, but I didn't like the way he looked on that date.
He looked scruffy, Monica.
Yeah. Was it the mustache and the goatee? What in the world?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's picking up Tatiana, so he got to look the part, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh. You remember that show that used to come on in the 80s called Barney Miller? Do y'all know that show? No, nobody knows Barney Miller?
It sounds familiar.
Oh my God. People in the chat, let me know if y'all know Barney Miller. A Barney Miller hat. Like on that show, that's the kind of hat they used to wear. I'm like, where's Juan going? Did they go to the thrift store or something to get these outfits? I mean, at times are hard.
I just looked up Barney Miller. That's
I did too.
accurate.
That was one of my favorite shows. As a kid, I used to love me some Barney Miller, boy. I tell you.
That's accurate. He did look like he was wearing a zoot suit or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. I remember seeing that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Amir DM'd me this weekend a photo of Juan and Robin from back in the day, and they were a hot couple.
I believe it. Because Robin, although she gets on my nerves, she is a stunningly beautiful woman.
Yeah, but I'm gonna act like Dr. Heavenly right now. She reminds me of a girl that one of my boyfriends cheated with, so I can't stand Robin. I'm gonna just
okay. The wounds be dirty.
Yeah, child. It was years ago, but I'm like, nope, don't like her.
Fair enough.
I understand, girl.
Amir's like, fair enough. That makes sense to me.
That makes a lot of sense to me. I was like, check.
Amir is hilarious. Okay, so what do y'all think of Dylan? Or that wasn't DJ, it was Dylan and Tatiana from Latavia. What did y'all think of the whole role playing? It was so corny. Oh my goodness.
I have a confession.
Uh-huh.
I fast-forwarded through it because I couldn't take it. I fast-forwarded through it. I couldn't watch it. It was so nauseating. Sorry.
That was probably for the best.
Seem like he's into her. Like,
no, not in that scene. I'm like, she doesn't even know how to role play. You know, it's like, girl. I mean, the wig was kind of it was very dollar store. Okay, forget it. I mean, even if the wig was dollar store, you have to know how to work it. Change your voice a little bit, really get into it. Put your hand behind his head, caress his hair, you know, play with his beard a little bit, run your arm down his leg or something. Get into it. You know, grab his drink and you sip out of it. Just something.
This is becoming erotic, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry. But I'm just right. I mean, Monique's the dating expert here, Monique. I hate that you fast forward through it because you could have really just pointed out everywhere she went wrong.
Well, you said, damn, Monica. I mean, Daisy was drinking, sipping out of it. I'm going to use that one.
Okay.
She reminded me of like Dennis Rodman in a wig or something. She was just so uncomfortable and kind of just choppy. I'm not trying to.
Dennis Rodman in a wig, girl.
Honestly, I'm not trying to be shady, but it was not sensual. It was not sexy. And it was a real opportunity to be sensual and sexy. But I guess it was just a fake scene, right? Just to get out this tax thing and for her to apologize once again.
But she's not committing. What Richie said is so true. She doesn't commit to getting married. She doesn't commit to the flipping of the house. She doesn't commit to being a housewife. She doesn't commit to fashion. She said, I forget my kids' names. She doesn't commit to the way. It's a pattern. It's a pattern.
Yeah.
She does. You might be onto something there because she does seem to just be floating.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. She does, right?
Mm-hmm. Even with the bartender, she was like, yeah, we're role playing. I'm from Latvia. He was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not interested.
Oh my God. Yeah. It wasn't working for me. She just seems uncomfortable sexually. Now I was looking at her, I can see why Juan had a wandering eye. Well, they're saying he's so cute. I don't know if that's true. That's what they say. I don't know if that's true, but he was so not into it. It was cringe. He was like, he was laughing at her like, girl, you're a joke. Stop.
They were not
like,
was it filmed? No, was it filmed before coronavirus? Because they had 6 feet distance, honey. They
did. They sure did. Yeah, they sure did.
oh, man, you're crazy.
Y'all, I got the picture of Wendy Williams. Y'all ready for this?
Oh, no.
Brace yourselves. We know she's ill. She's ill. She's not
well, we know she has the I forgot the name of it. She always mentioned
lymphedema.
Yeah.
But outside of that, you can't be in your right state of mind to leave the house like that.
But Wendy's always dressed crazy. That's what makes Wendy Wendy.
Yeah, she always dresses crazy. I don't know. This photo makes me like her more.
I'm a Wendy fan. I'm Wendy. I didn't see any. I don't know. It wasn't a cringe.
Monique loves Wendy.
I love Wendy.
She loves Wendy.
I do.
I don't know. She gets on my nerves at times. I've been on her whole take on the Monique thing in the fight just turned me off. The way she did Nene turned me off. There was no need to do your friend like that, Miss Wendy. And I like Wendy. I really do. I admire her. She's an icon. She's a real icon, right? No shade. But she is the queen of all media. But she's been really acting up lately. She's been acting up. Mm-hmm. Okay. So they do their corny role play, and let's go back now to Surrey and Karen relishing in her role as grande dame of Surrey. She's in the car, she's waving, she's kissing babies. Giselle and Ashley are off to the side. Giselle's throwing shade. But more interesting, right? Oh, and what's so funny, let's go back to that. Karen lights Giselle's ass up in her confessionals.
She does. She really does.
Oh my God. She said, she's talking about Giselle. She says, you weren't even the word on the street in New Orleans. No one knew you were shaking your ass down the street with a tambourine. I fell out.
Monica, that was funny.
But you know what? To me, that's what made her taking Giselle seems like such an odd choice.
Right.
That didn't make sense to me.
you know, she didn't want to take her. That was producer driven, you know.
Yeah. That's it felt like that.
Yeah. Monique didn't want to film with them anymore. She just did her part by calling them. And Giselle put her foot down and said, I'm not filming with Monique at all. And they needed something to do. So, you know, Karen was like, okay, I'm having this thing in my hometown. Ashley can come. And they probably begged her to let Giselle join them. Oh my God.
Monica, can we talk about Giselle's wig for that trip?
Oh yeah. What was that?
What
Was that the same dusty one that Cal shook out? Cal shook out and was like trying to brush. And is she just like being cheap and doesn't want to buy a new wig? What's up?
I didn't know what that wig was. I was like, come on.
That was a mess. That
She
was
doesn't seem to have good success with wigs.
No, I do like her confessional with the ponytail up with the big wild ponytail. I like that look.
Yeah, something looks nice when her hair is pulled back, but that was just like really bad.
It doesn't
really bad.
Let's go on Bravo chat room. I don't know if someone's doing her hair and giving her fashion. Like, do they have a stylist for that show? Because she looks way better on that.
Oh no, she looks good on that. She wears a nice wig. Her makeup looks good. She's a pretty lady for her age. When she's like dolled up, she looks good. She really does look good. No shade. She really is. I meon, you know.
I love when Monica says no shade. It's like when someone says no offense, but then says you're ugly. It's like, no shade.
I don't mean to be shady. That conversation that Giselle and Ashley had on the side about Michael and cheating, that was interesting, wasn't it? Ashley explained that there's a good chance that she ends up being a single mother. But instead of disappointment, you could just see a little twinkle in her eye, like, I got a plan. Ashley is a smart businesswoman, and her marriage is a business transaction. Yeah.
She's a smart cookie. She used to be a sweet cookie, and now she's a smart cookie.
Yep.
There it is. That was for you, sweet cookie.
She loves you, Amir. You're her boy. So Giselle is like, well, people do change, and she's trying to basically give like a cosign because of her situation with Pastor Holy Whore. Baby mama number 2 is trying to say, oh, people change, she's not throwing him under the bus anymore. So back in Potomac, a traumatized Candace and her mother visit a puppy shelter. She wants to get a dog. A dog is where she's going to start instead of jumping in and having a baby. She wants to see if she can parent a dog first before having a child.
By the way, that scene was so fake when she requested a dog at the shelter. You don't generally do that, but okay. It ain't a store, girl. She's like, can I see the French bulldogs? It's like,
I know. Oh, it's so funny. She's so clueless. It was so fake. Hey, Bernice just spilled some tea. She said, did y'all hear that Nene wanted to be paid $125K to attend Cynthia's wedding?
She wanted to go to that super spreader event in the middle of the pandemic. That was a super spreader event.
Did you say super spreader?
Super spreader COVID event.
I was like,
these celebrities, honey, look at Cardi B's birthday party. I feel like they think they can't get it.
Yeah, Cardi B's birthday party. They do. The rich feel. I don't even know. I wouldn't even call Cynthia's wedding a bunch of rich people attending it, but I wouldn't go during a pandemic.
Hell
no. And it's Cynthia's wedding. It's not like, Andy Cohen's wedding or Barbara Streisand or, someone,
right.
Where in the world?
I'm surprised. Mike seems really down to earth. Like Mike Hill seems like he'd be like, we're not doing that, but maybe I'm wrong.
And then you're 50.
I probably would have been there in the background, honestly.
You think so? No, you would have, Richie. You think you would have?
You would have worn your mask, even when taking photos. You would have worn your face shield.
I feel like Richie would have pulled a Naomi Campbell, honey, in the hazmat suit with the bird.
I would have been.
Oh my God. And then her dress, I mean, they're 50. They're both over 50. Y'all don't need this big wedding. You've been married before. He was married twice before. She was married once to Peter Thomas. Seriously, like, what was this about? And then Bravo didn't even film it. That's the tea. That's the real
They
deal.
didn't film because Bravo was like, I'm not going to a super spreader event.
They don't want to be tied.
Wait. Pause. They didn't film it?
No. Bravo refused to film that because it's a pandemic. And when that lawn in the White House, that lawn party where everybody got sick, the same thing's going to happen with Cynthia's part. They don't want to be connected to that.
Yep.
No. They didn't film it. That's the gag. That's the real gag.
Wow. I know after all, I know Cynthia and Mike had to be pissed. They're like, that's why we got married.
Well, honestly, I had to cancel my wedding because of that.
Aww.
We can't wait to come, by the way.
Now I can actually get an invitation.
I know. Aww. I definitely want to be there.
You know that wedding's going to be off the chain.
Off the chain, honey. I got to start saving for my Tom Ford custom girl.
Yes! You'll be my date.
Yes.
That's going to be so nice, Richie. I'm so happy for you. Look at the smile. Look at him blushing and the dimples and everything. He's so happy.
You are happy, Richie. You are very happy.
So happy. I love it.
And your boo's fine.
You better believe I went 34 weeks into your Instagram, honey. I was looking
Oh, he's fine. Yes.
He's so fine. And we know Richie got a big blur mark when he was on strip, honey. That was
oh my God. Amir, no, you did not go there. Did you also order like episodes of strip too? Y'all, by the way. Y'all, if you don't know, Richie Sky was on a reality show on Bravo called Strip. Go check it out. Go check it out. Go check out that blur.
I watched that so many times, honey, trying to see around the blur. I was like, okay, I'm done. Sorry, Richie, I'm done. I've been holding this in since I met you. Okay.
You finally got it off your chest.
Yes, I did.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
I love you guys so much.
I know. But Richie, I don't care how fine my body is. I can never do that. Oh my God, I can't walk around naked like that. How did you do it?
I don't know. Honestly, they didn't tell me till like 2 weeks beforehand. And I was like, oh, okay. At that point, I had already signed my contract. So I was like, all right, well, whatever y'all want to do. Because I knew I was like, they're going to cover my body up. So it's like, okay. But it was kind of weird being naked in front of like a camera crew.
Oh, I'm sure they loved it.
All day long, just hanging on out. Just wow, that's a lot.
It was awkward.
I would be boom operating the shit out of that, honey. I would be like, okay, I'm officially done. That's it.
Oh,
you made my day. You made my week.
I'm blushing. I'm laughing so hard. I know. Okay, this was back to the doggy shelter.
Oh, okay, that's right. I forgot we were talking about Potomac.
That was a good sidebar. Miss Dorothy is pissed at Monique for dragging her child. Her baby Candace got dragged, and she's not happy about it. And Candace is still a child to Miss Dorothy, and that's her baby. And she's telling her that we should get the law involved, and we need to press charges, and we need to hire a lawyer, and we need to do this, and we need to do that. And we're not gonna do any spoilers, but some things are coming. Back with Karen in Surrey, she visits her home church, and it's so sad because that's where both of her mom and her dad's funerals were held. And she experiences a little emotional breakdown. You know, it's just so sad.
That was hard. That was hard to watch because the pain, I can't even imagine. 7 months within each other.
I know.
But Giselle was there for her, I thought. And it was nice. In a way, I kind of felt like it was nice that Giselle went because they have so much history. So Giselle was able to comfort her. Like, Ashley doesn't seem very comforting when you're crying.
Yeah.
Like, Ashley, I mean, Giselle did it
It's
better.
kind of cold. No, Ashley's kind of stoic times.
Mm-hmm.
Jean, honey, we love you. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, I always look forward to Mondays. Love Monica, Monique, Amir, Richie. Any chance I can get a wedding invite?
As soon as we figure out a new date.
Oh, hopefully soon, Richie. Hopefully soon. So at the conclusion of the episode, we have Monique sitting down with her pastor, Pastor Chad, and his wife and her husband, Chris. And she needs counseling. You know, Monique is going through it. You can just see she's torn up on the inside. And she tells him, she goes, I need to understand how I allowed someone to push me outside of my normal behavior. And basically, Pastor Chad, he breaks it down for her. He explains that she's always in survival mode. And she's been that way since she was a little girl because she was bullied as a child. And things kind of came to a head, and all the emotions took over and she exploded. You know, he explains to her, too, that she's surrounded by a group of women that don't appreciate her greatness.
Yeah.
You know, and pressure bust pipes, and she kind of exploded. And Monique breaks down and she says she admits that it was misguided anger that she took out on Candace. And she has a real moment. Her husband comforts her. Chris is so sweet. You know, yeah, he was so sweet in that moment because he sees that she's so torn up and she's going through it. Okay. And maybe that's when the people say, well, why do you like Monique so much? And I think
people say that.
Well, I think that scene for me kind of explains why I like her so much. I'm an empath and I deal with energy and I can feel people's emotions, and her pain and everything she's going through is genuine. It's real. And I can't help but feel sorry for her. And I want to help. I want to do anything I can to help. Mm-hmm. I mean, isn't that human nature? Isn't that normal? Right. You know?
And, you know, Monica, out of all the housewives, whenever other housewives have snapped and gotten into an altercation, I've never seen that level of regret and remorse that Monique had. I mean, those tears were real. And what I hate is that Candace isn't even taking any accountability for anything. You know, I don't condone people fighting. We already know that. I'll just say that so people don't think I condone it. But that woman was pushed. She's been pushed for season after season, and she exploded. But she's the only one taking accountability.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you guys, just because she said, I'm not remorseful, doesn't mean she's not, because her actions, like the way she's crying and saying, I'm going to walk away from the show, that's remorseful. So even if she said, I'm not remorseful, that's remorseful by definition.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that she kept it real. When she wasn't remorseful, she didn't just say it for the camera. And I think that could have been a downfall for a lot of people. Like they didn't, because people, I don't think they liked that level of real. But then to see it the way he sort of read her past and where she is now and how the situation developed, I honestly, and I said it earlier during my live, I felt like he was talking to me. You know what I'm like? It felt that personal in that moment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. At good point, Richie. Very well said. It was a tough scene to watch because it was so raw and so real. And a lot of these housewives shows don't get raw and real. That scene at the doggy shelter, there's something about Candace's face that just always, it just rings disingenuous to me. And that's just me. That's just my opinion, which I'm allowed to have.
Very rehearsed. Like with her mom, it felt very rehearsed. With that orange wig. Yeah.
Okay. Tweety17, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, Sky Squad here. I think the scene with Monique and her pastor was the best part of the entire show. I agree with you. I think the pastor got down the real deal with Monique, and many of us love her pastor. I do too. I love her pastor as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. She told the truth. Yeah, I agree with that. She wasn't remorseful in that moment. And, you know, for a lot of people that are not her fans, they took that and ran with it and turned it into, she's not apologetic. She doesn't care. And that's not what she said.
That's not at all what she said.
Yeah.
That's not at all. She said, in this moment, I don't feel remorseful. And a lot of people online were saying that they felt like Monique's pastor was a lot more holding Monique accountable than Candace's therapist. So there's a lot of comparisons. And I thought, I agree with that. I felt like the therapist let her get away with a lot, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Right.
Fun Golden Girl says, and every other cast member on RHOP got some major ish going on in their own lives, and they're attempting to use Miss Samuels, whom they envy, especially Giselle. Preach, sister, preach.
Yeah, you saw the way Chris was holding her and loving her in that moment. That's what those women long for. You know, Robin does not have that with Juan. Giselle definitely don't got that with that pastor.
No.
You know, Karen, I'm going to believe that Karen and Ray are going to find their way back, and Ashley will get that in her second marriage.
I love you, Monique. That was the way to end that. That was true. She's trying to get the coin now. It's a business transaction. Get the coin, get the baby, and then finally
start her marriage out the way, Ashley. You'll be good.
Then marry for love after that. That's the smart way to do it.
That was good.
I love y'all. Have I told y'all lately? I love you guys. Every single last one of y'all. Like, seriously. Thank you. Thank you. I do.
And sorry I was blowing up your phone last night. You know, I was texting Monica all throughout the show.
Girl, no. I was like, yes. We just, oh God. Those texts can never get out, child. They ever. Okay.
Oh my God.
Never.
This person said, Pastor, pass the dick.
Oh my God. Oh, too much. They just too much in the chat. Should we take a few calls before we head out of here? Let's take a few calls. Y'all want to call in real quick? We'll take a few.
Pastor. Oh, child, that was a good one. Who said that?
I don't know. I lost track of them. That was amazing.
Master Holy War, always anointing the booty holes. I mean, it's just sad. It's sad.
Oh, child. I'm getting hot. Took my smoothie.
Hey, Michael.
Hi. How you guys doing? That was such a sweet show yesterday. But no, in all for realness, how's everyone doing? Oh wait, hold on. You guys. There we go. So I enjoyed the whole scene with Karen going back to her hometown. That was beautiful. I wasn't here for Giselle and her shade, but I did enjoy Candace calling Robin out about their about them taxes, and the way she recalled it back. I said, "That's how you do it. That's how you do it." And I love that Bravo actually went back and showed that comment that she made. Like, I'm surprised they didn't show Karen saying you got to make millions to owe millions, but you know. I enjoyed Wendy. Somebody said earlier that they should replace Wendy with her sister. I agree. Actually, I was thinking it'd be nice to see Wendy, if that rumor about the Married to Medicine DMV show is true, I'd like to see her sister on there.
Ooh. It's 100% true. They signed their contracts 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be good.
Yeah. Ashley, you know what? Here's the thing about Ashley and Karen in that situation where she said, you know, does Monique know? What I would have done if I was Karen would have said, no, I haven't told her, but I will. And then once I got off camera, I'd have called Monique up and said, hey, look, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I told Candace this, that, and the other. Ashley might try and come and tell you before I do, but I just wanted to let you know there was no ill intent behind it. Even though I don't feel like that's the way she should have done it, as far as telling Candace, you know, I would seek legal counsel. If I was, I don't think she should have did that. But since she did, I believe the way she should have went about it was she should have called Monique at her earliest convenience. Price tag Robin. I was, you know, I kind of think Tatiana was a little bit more interesting than Robin was. But I think Juan wasn't that interested in Tatiana or Robin because he was thinking about their house that they can't get now. You know, they didn't probably, if they was going to build a house, they was probably done drew up blueprints, and now they gotta, you know, put those away until later on until they can get ready to get this house. They can't do that right now. There's nothing to say about Giselle. I mean, we already know, you know, haters going to hate.
Yeah.
You know, I think I would rate that episode on a scale of 1 to 10. I think I'd give it a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I was very happy to see Monique finally get to that stage of remorse. So, but what I want to know is, how do you guys feel about that whole situation, considering she released a song later on?
I thought it was good. At some point, you just have to take a negative situation and maybe try to put a positive spin on it. It was a fun dance tune. Yeah, it was shady.
Okay. Yeah. So like Candy when she made lemon out of lemonade with her situation. Okay.
Candy took it on tour. Candy put the whole dungeon thing on tour.
Right.
Cynthia was in her crotch and everything. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I think I fast forwarded through that one too.
Yeah, she asked Candy asked, she's like, "Are you wet right now?"
Oh my goodness.
That was good.
That was good.
Yeah, I think all things considered, that was a good episode last night. Wasn't my favorite, but it was good.
It was
good. Sometimes you need fillers like that. All right, Michael. Thank you.
Guys have a great day.
Thank you, honey. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye, Michael.
Bye. I'm going to bring Sherry. Hey, girl. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna be quick. I know you guys are used to me being very long-winded. I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
I rated the show as a 5 when we talked about it earlier, Richie. The only reason why it even has a 5 is because of production actually allowing us to see Monique taking steps to better herself, and to see her sit with her husband, her pastor, on TV, and the first lady, that made me invest even more.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, everybody's throwing shade at Karen, but her story made me invest more, to learn that her ancestry was, you know, on that farm, and how it was a slave quarter area farm. And then her ancestry is that they purchased that land and it stayed in her family. I don't care that she came from a small town, but the fact that she has that history, I was here for it. And she looked good in that little periwinkle outfit. Everybody was talking about her. I was like, look, Karen is snatched. They better leave her alone.
Yeah. She has stepped her game up. She is looking so good this season. Wigs on point. Oh my goodness.
She's clean. She has definitely taken that money and used it well. I'll say it that way. Unlike Giselle. That's just me. And I wanted to say something about Wendy Williams. It is very sad that no one around her has said, baby, it's time to stop. I give her all of her props for doing what she's done and just being a she started. She opened up the door for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
I've never liked how messy she is, but you got to give her still props. But everybody has to know when it's time to say enough's enough. She needs to focus on her health, and it's so obvious, and it scares me. And that is me being 100% real. As an older woman who also has different conditions, it's so obvious. Even in the picture that you showed, I don't know if you guys realize, but Graves' disease is ugly. And in that picture, she doesn't even have ankles anymore. And I hate to say the word cankle because that's a little mean, but that's where she's at. She is sick, and she needs to be off television and getting herself healthy so she can live a better life in these older days. She's just time to, she don't have to take off the crown. She can just make a new one for somebody and then give it to them. But she just needs to take her time and get off TV.
I'll take the crown. My head would fit.
You could have it. All of you guys would be good. But for her, it's time.
Yeah.
So
I agree totally, 100%.
Thank you guys.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I just love your voice. I don't know. There's something about you I just love. I feel like you're part of my family.
Yes.
It's Monica. I was going to call you Monique. I always do it. But Monica, you said that you're an empath, and so am I. And I think that's why I was attracted to Richie, because his energy comes across very easy.
Oh my God, powerful.
And it's always positive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It is. I try to always be positive. Look, I'm going to say now, Monique, I try to always be positive and bring the positive energy, but I stay, look, you can't see. I stay crystalled up. I stay protected. My energy's always going to be.
Right. You don't mess around with the low frequencies. I try to tell them. They can stay down there.
I'm going to send you one, Richie.
Aww.
Please do.
I will. I'll do bracelets. I'll make you one so that you can keep that energy reflected off of you.
I need it.
Yeah, I know. I felt you did. I'm gonna say that. So, yeah, I'll send you an email after I get it made. I will.
Okay.
Cherry Lynn, you're the bomb. I just love you. Thank you for being so kind, supportive, positive, and intelligent, right?
Yeah. Girl, that just comes with a little bit of age.
No, that's right. Your voice is very comforting too. Like I feel like you're a mom, I feel like Candace just rocking in her mother's arms when you talk.
No, because see, Candace, my son can tell you, I don't go for that. I would have been like, look,
girl,
why were you in her face? That would have been my first. Yeah, I'm not gonna be her mom, but I am a comforting person. But my child wouldn't even have to have that discussion with me.
Exactly. All right, honey, you have a great Monday and be blessed.
Be blessed. Bye, Amir. Bye.
Bye, honey. Bye. I'm gonna put Toya on.
Toya. Hi.
Hi.
I enjoyed yesterday's show, but I was seeing on Twitter how everybody was coming at Miss Dorothy. Is it Dorothy, Candace's mom, Miss Dorothy?
Yes.
Yes. Saying that, but she hit her with a purse on the head and blah, 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 but now she wants Monique to go to jail for it. Now, if you are a parent, okay, I can tell you for one, I have a child, and yes, occasionally I might smack here and there. Now, I don't want nobody else beating my child on the head with the fist. And Candace may not have told her mom everything. So if I go to my mom and I tell her somebody was dragging me and stuff, of course my mom's going to take my side. That is my mother. She's supposed to take my side. She's not supposed to question, oh, what did you do? No. She's supposed to take your side. And Candace may have, told her a different version and not have told her everything that I was in her face. I threw the glass at her. Her lip was popping and all that. So I get where Miss Dorothy is coming from. So everybody just needs to stay off Miss Dorothy's case. That's her daughter. She's supposed to protect her. And now, what's this lady's name? Candace. I'm so happy that she brought up. I was like, I don't care for that much, but I was very happy that Candace is the one who brought up the tax situation with Robyn. I was like, yay, yes, Candace. Now your head and your forehead no longer hurts. Now come through with the tea, girl. I'm actually waiting to see Giselle show up in a free Robyn Dixon t-shirt, pay your taxes t-shirt. I want her to do that. I need somebody to do that because they came hard for Miss Karen. And it wasn't Karen who owed the taxes, it was her husband. So they need to come at Robyn the same. They need to have the same energy they had with Karen. The whole dinner with Juan, didn't quite care for that. It was boring. Yeah, it was exhausting. Giselle is very jealous, and Karen for the win for saying, Giselle, there is a queendom to this, okay? Miss Karen is a queen. And yes, if she wants to be on a whatever car that was throwing candy at everybody, yes, I'm here for it. And I'm going to say this, I didn't quite care for Karen season 1 and season 2. She used to irk me out because to me, she came off as like she was holier than thou, like she was better. This season, oh my God, I love her. I absolutely love her. Miss Samuels and her family, one thing I want to point out that nobody has, maybe they have, but when this whole incident took place, the first thing that Chris Samuels said was, it's embarrassing. You should not have done that. The other Chris, the waitress, the chef, the waitress at the restaurant, yeah, that one, he did not, knowing his wife and knowing the whole butter knife situation, at no point did I see him saying, Candace, what really happened? Like, you need to like chill on getting into people's faces. You are sometimes the aggressor. No, he did not. Now, I just want to say, okay, there's a reason why they're jealous of Monique. Monique has a husband who supports her, but who knows to tell Monique you were wrong for doing this, that, and the other. So I love Juan. I mean, what's his name? Not Juan. Oh my God, Juan is so gorgeous, and his name is just popping out of my mouth. I love Chris Samuels. I love Chris Samuels for that. And the overall show, last night's episode was okay, but it wasn't. I enjoyed the Monique session with her pastor.
I did too. Yeah.
And people need to stop the thing of, oh, she has no remorse. Let me tell you something. Where you just got out of a fight, you want to go back for more. You're not thinking about, oh my God, I'm so sorry. No. Now she's remorseful, and yeah. So thank you guys for taking my call.
You're welcome, honey. You take care and have a great Monday.
Thank you. Congratulations, Ricky.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. I'm going to add Miss T to the stream. Hey, Miss T.
Hey, y'all. How are we doing?
Good. Hello.
Good. It's good to see y'all today. Let me see. From this whole thing last night, I realized why Candace is the way she is. Her mother put a battery in her back and kind of just like told her what to do. It didn't seem to me like she was thinking about pressing charges as much until her mother kind of said that that's what you need to do. And nobody on Candace's side is making her take responsibility for her actions. I think that's why she acts so young-minded all the time.
Yeah.
Because she's always getting a pass from her husband to her mama to all of it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're right.
It wasn't Candace. You think about 2 weeks ago, the women wanted Candace to apologize, and Candace wasn't ready to apologize. Remember? She
That's
told them,
right.
I'm not ready. So why are we now making Monique apologize when we're ready and can't believe that she's not ready to apologize? That doesn't make any sense to me.
It does
have a double standard when it comes to Monique. And that's unfortunate.
True.
But I will say that all these husbands in the Real Housewife universe need to pay attention to how Chris is supporting his wife. That's how you do that.
Yeah.
You don't bark at the other ladies, Aaron. You don't get into the mess with them. You deal with your wife and let your wife deal with them.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
So
good point. All right, honey, Miss T. You enjoy your Monday afternoon.
I will, and I appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you too, love. Take care. Bye. Bye. I'm gonna add Bernice.
Bernice! Yes, you know I've been waiting to hear from Bernice.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Bernice.
Sky Squad in the building. Hey, Richie.
Hey.
In the building.
Hey, Amir.
Hi, Bernice.
Hey, my little baby Amir. I love you. I gave this show a 6 only because of when Monique broke down and when they showed Karen at home in her hometown. That's the only reason they got a 6 from me. Candace would have never broke down like that when she was talking to her therapist because it's never her fault.
Right.
I grew up with a girl like this. Her mother had to come and get her every day from school because she would talk so much junk in the elementary school that everybody wanted to beat her butt. When I say a whole elementary school wanted to beat your butt, that your mom got to come up here and walk you home, that's Candace. Her mother, Dorothy would never see the bad in Candace because in her eyes, her baby does no wrong. And that's why Candace is the way she is. Oh, my mom gonna get me out of it. I gotta worry about it. My mom gonna get me out of it. And she's 33, but she's really just 10 in the mindset because she doesn't relate to doing anything on her own or taking responsibility. And her husband doesn't hold her accountable. Her mother doesn't hold her accountable. The ladies in the group don't hold her accountable. So hey, when she said I want to press charges, and said yeah, he said yeah, it's gonna happen. That wasn't a serious fight, boo. You didn't break no bones. There was no blood. Your wig was super glued to your head. It didn't come off. So,
Oh my God.
So that wasn't a fight. That was just a scuffle. That wasn't a fight. I have seen fights in my lifetime, and that was not a fight. That wasn't worth. That wasn't worth you embarrassing yourself by pressing charges. Because, in the end, we know the judge is gonna throw it out because he said both of y'all was at fault.
Yeah.
But you running this narrative that Monique is unstable. She needs mental health. She's not a good mother and everything. But you showed that her husband supports her. And with Karen and Ray, their roles have been reversed. Karen is provider, and Ray don't know how to handle not being a provider. He can't handle it. That's why when they showed the scenes next week, he's saying, "Well, this fame is going to your head because he can't handle. I'm not the provider anymore. You are.
Yeah.
You cleaned up my taxes. I wasn't able to do it. You did. But she never held that over his head. But he can't handle it. So that's why he didn't for no. He was glad to see her go. Ooh, I get the house to myself. Bye.
See ya.
Oh gosh. Very true.
And and I'm glad that they're in a better place now. But he's showing that he can't handle it. And a lot of men is like that when the roles are reversed and the woman is instead of they rising together. His window, his cell has set a little, and she's a little higher than him, and it's hard for him. And once he admit that, I think that they're going to be better. But he got to admit that, I just can't handle it. That's that ego, that male. I'm the provider. I can't handle that. But other than that, it was all right. It was.
You're funny, Bernice.
No, Giselle was getting on my nerves, but she's Giselle. She just like Ramona. I just you boo. I can't. Okay.
So true.
So true.
There's no excuse. She's one of them homemade Christians who I grew up in the Baptist church, and you had Christians who use the Bible to help direct their lives, and then you had the homemade Christians who use the Bible to justify their life. Giselle is one of those.
Go ahead, B.
Boom. Okay. Boom.
Giselle. Yes, but I love all you guys.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Thank you, Bernie. You have a beautiful day. Bye.
Bye, Bernice.
Bye, hon. All right, y'all. That was a great recap. And I think we're going to end things now. Richie, I know you got to get out of here because you got to work on that. You have appointments and business meetings. He's a businessman, y'all. Busy.
Busy bitch.
And still working on that move. Okay, Richie, how can they find you?
Everything DJ Richie Scott, YouTube, Instagram, barely on Twitter, but I'm trying to get better.
Monique?
I hate Twitter. Ugh.
I know I'm rarely on Twitter. On Instagram at Cocktails and Confessions, on TikTok at Cocktails and Confessions, and of course you can go to my website confessionsofaserialdaterNLA.com, and don't forget to pre-order my book Reality and Chaos, available on Amazon Prime and Barnes and Noble.
Yes.
Awesome. Make sure y'all get that book. Amir, how can they find you?
You can find me at Amir Yas Official on Instagram and TikTok. And listen, I'm very irreverent, so don't take it too seriously. It's a joke. It's all a joke. And you can also find me on Cameo as well. And I will say pretty much anything. I've said a lot of weird things to people, so I'll do anything for $2. My dad must be so proud.
So proud. All right, y'all. You can find me All About the Tea. I'm on the blog, allaboutthetea.com. I'm on Instagram as All About the Tea. Let me see here. I'm on Instagram as I'm All About the Tea. On Twitter, I'm All About the Tea, which is DAT. Facebook, All About the Tea Official. And again, check me out on the blog, allaboutthetea.com. You can email me at editor@allaboutthetea. Guys, I've had so much fun today. It has been a blast as usual. Okay. Same time, same place. We'll see y'all next week. We love you all. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.